Okay, here we go. We are at pattern-collections.com on my phone, just scrolling down until I get to pattern focus to find today's pattern. I'm really zoomed in for some reason. That's all right. We're going to go to today's pattern, which is called Rupa by Karen Frank. This one looks like it might be a little bit complicated, but we will see. Step 1, looks like we're going to do a row of C's, not connecting, like that. Okay. Step 2, we're going to do a row of backwards C's tucked into those C's, like this. So far, so good, straightforward. Step 3, looks like we are going to aura that shape right there and right here. Step 4, this looks like the complicated bit. You don't draw this part, these dots, you just pretend you're going to do like hollow ball. You're going to come around and pretend like that connects to there. Pretend that connects to there, draw. Pretend that connects to there, draw. Pretend that connects to there, pretend that connects to there, and come around. And then you're going to aura. And then you're going to turn it around and do the same thing again. Pretend those connect, and then aura. So you end up with this double chain that's all intertwined. Very interesting, but seemingly very complex. We will see how that goes. Yeah. We will just see. Okay, let's give this a go. This might be a little bit more difficult. Depending on how I end up happening here, it may end up feeling more difficult than standard pattern. I may end up classifying it as a difficult or more advanced, challenging pattern. I'm going to put in the string, but I'm not sure I'm going to use it. I'm going to make it not quite as curvy as I have in the past for this string. A little bit less of a, there's the string with the big curve. I made a little bit less of a curve. I'm going to follow that if I can with these C shapes so that I have a kind of a curvy chain. Okay, so I'm going to do the letter C and then the letter C and the letter C. Just going to do them all the way down this string. Like that. All right, step 1, good to go, right? Step 2, we're going to go into there and around into there and make them connect right there. That, and like that. That, like that. Okay, so far so good. Now we're going to aura. This bit. I'm going to be careful how far I go. So I'm going to do like so. Like that. All right, and then I'm going to aura like so, right? Right, so far so good. And then we're going to pretend this comes over and connects. And this comes over and connects. This one comes out there and connects here. It comes around and connects to there. And this one came out here and connects to there. And this one comes out here and connects way over there. Yeah? Yeah? And then we aura. This has to come out here. Right like that. And then do it on the other side. This one comes out here and connects to there. This comes out here. Oops. It's here to there. And it's this one to that one. And it's this one to this one. And this one to this one. And this one to that one. This one to that one. All right, I think I have it correct. Not 100% sure, but I think that's right. Might be helpful if I put a design on one of them. Maybe I'll do stripes or something on one. Okay, now you can see them better, right? There's two intertwined chains. I like that. I think it'd be even better if I put a little color, but I don't want it really solid. What color do you feel like? I feel like anybody yelling colors out at me? Because I'm not hearing you. I'm going to do sort of this purpley brown for this one. because I think it looks like a rope. And I'm going to put barely any color. You'll notice I'm not hardly touching the surface at all. Put a little bit more right there where it goes underneath, and right here where it goes underneath. But that's it. This is interesting and I like it, but it's one of those ones that I don't think I would ever use as like a go-to pattern. It's too complex. It's not as hard as I thought it was going to be when I first looked at it, but it still is too complex as a go-to. I would have to always refer back to the step out, which I don't always like to do. Purple? You guys feeling purple? No, I'm kind of feeling green. All right. No, I don't like that one. That's too dark. Let's try this other one. That's better. Coloring always takes so much longer than the drawing. Not too sure why that is, but I guess it has to do with surface area. You're really filling in a lot more surface than when you just draw a thin line. Visited my old boss today. My previous coworkers. I got hugs because they miss me. I miss them too. I don't miss certain parts of the store. There were some things that I really was struggling with and was very stressful to me, but the people I worked with, super sweet people, and I do miss them a lot. But I'm glad I'm not there anymore, because there's been some stuff going down that would just frustrate me to no end. They were telling me some stories. Yeah. There you go. Now you can really see the different rings. That's interesting. I'm not going to make this a complete monotangle because I think I want to incorporate something else in with this tangle. It's feeling like it wants some kind of wormy thing. I think because of this rope kind of thing I did on here. What is the name of that? This is Rupa, before I forget it. It's Rupa with string 37. that didn't work. Search. Search. All right. There. Okay, so I'm going to do a tangle called Wormhole Spiral. It is also on the pattern-collections.com site. We've done it before. I'm going to do it again because I feel like it really is going to lend itself to this composition. So I want one that's going to go here. That. Okay. Something like this. Can you see? I think I've gotten off frame again. I'm sorry. It's just a series of arches or C shapes, however you want to interpret them. Just all connected together. And depending on how wide or skinny you make that shape is depending on the direction that it bends and how fat it is and how skinny it is. It's all up to you, however you feel led. It doesn't have to be any particular size or shape, just sort of so that they come out from that side and come back to that side. That's all there is. I want it big enough so that it goes behind there, just to give it some interest. And I think I want it to go smaller again. And closer together. And I think I want to see it. You know what? You're going to see it through here. You're going to see that. You're going to see something there, and you're going to see something there. Because it's a hole right there. And the same thing is going to happen here. You're going to see that there. You're going to see part of it here. You're going to see part of it there. You're going to see part of it there. And there. Like that. Okay. That one's gonna just kind of go into nothing right there, like that. Ooh, that's cool. I am really happy with that shape. Now I can sign it. And I'm going to give this guy some shading where he overlaps for sure. Right up in there and here. Do all the overlaps first. Okay. Ooh, people are just trying to contact me all the time. I seem to be popular. Okay, and then I have to decide which side of this is going to get shaded. Is it this side? I think this side. I'll do more here. And then this side on this one. Kind of the inside curve, I think. Like that. Okay. Awesome. Awesome sauce. I really like that. And I'm actually feeling on this particular one, I don't really know why, but I'm actually feeling like I want a little background, which I don't usually want to do. I'm going to take a little light blue and I'm going to put an actual background in here. It's weird how recently, in the last couple of weeks, I've put more and more color into my tiles. And I find that fascinating because I really am drawn to the black and white nature of Zentangle, but for some reason my tiles just tell me they want some color. So, coloring it is. You never know what your tile's going to tell you it wants to do. It's the only time you're really frustrated, I think, when you're drawing is when you don't listen to your tile and you're trying to force a preconceived idea onto your page instead of stopping and listening to your tile. If you stop and listen to your tile, you always enjoy the final product, even if it's not what you envisioned in your head when you started. I think you will enjoy your product as long as you're listening to your tile. It's when you and your tile start fighting with each other that you don't feel happy with the result. Just want to get a little bit darker right at the edges. And I think I might get my blending stick out. I think. Oh, I forgot to turn off my phone again. Oh well. You guys just got to hear my answering machine again. I want it a little darker. Just change shades a little bit. I want a little bit deeper color next to my shapes. Just at the edge. Why? I don't really know. It's just telling me to do it, so I'm following instructions. I look up into my camera and I go, oh, this is what it needs, and I just feel it. Is it instinct? I don't know. Some people might say artist's eye. I don't know if that's the truth either. I just get a feeling. I just hear it from my tile that it's not right. It's not ready. It's not finished. That's better. And now I want to get the colorless blender and blend that out just a little bit. With the colored pencil, rather than using a blending stump, I use this, which is a colorless blender pencil from Prismacolor. Can you see that? It says colorless. And I'm just gonna rub it on my paper here, over here, to make sure I don't have any color on there that I don't want. I'm just gonna blend that out. But just the blue. For some reason it just wants the blue blended. It doesn't seem to care that the green is not. It wants that soft blended look on the blue, and it does tend to bring the color out too. I don't know if you can notice that it like intensifies the color when you use the colorless blender somehow. I'm not sure how, but it does. I like that. It softens it. It like spreads the pencil around into the white spaces so that, see how that's like, you don't really see the texture of the paper like you do over here. Can you see that? I don't know if it seems to be out of focus there. See the texture of the paper? And then when you use the colorless blending pencil, it like fills in that texture. And it just kind of softens your whole coloring, and you don't see all those pencil swirls from where you put the pencil down. And it just makes it kind of soft and blendy. It does tend to get those little schmutzies, but that's okay. You just brush them off. Let's see, that looks different. So now this looks different than over here. I don't know, it's just something I like. So we will just keep at it. It is kind of hard on my wrist, the blending. So I'm really pushing quite hard. I don't know if I need to push hard, but that's what I've always done with the blender pencil. I don't know. Might be I don't need it to push that hard. It seems like if I don't push hard, it doesn't really move the colored pencil around. It just kind of goes over the top. It's instead of squishing it like I want it to. Okay, and then this bit in the middle. Just like that. I think I'm done. Yeah. Okay, now it says it's done. Interesting little tile, isn't it? Totally not what I had in mind. Well, I didn't have anything in mind, but if I had something in mind, it wouldn't have been that. I like it. Okay, so I'm going to add on here Rupa and wormholes. So I remember that that's not just Rupa, but it's Rupa and wormholes. I will remember that that one is the wormhole. All right, so that took a little bit longer because I colored it in, but I had a really great time. I enjoyed myself. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Hope you're having a good day. I want to let you guys know that every time you comment on my channel, I read every single one. I don't always have a chance to respond to everyone, but those who I feel like really need a response, I do respond. So, you know, if I don't say something, it's not because I didn't see it. It's because I just didn't think that that was, just didn't feel like it needed a response. I am still getting some spam and some other things, and you know, that happens. Life happens. I try to keep them moderated and get rid of any comments that seem inappropriate or ugly or just don't make any sense to the whole thing. There are a lot of people out there who are scammers. Boy, you guys don't usually see that because it goes into a special spam folder. Every so often there are things in the spam folder that are not spam, and so I go ahead and tell it to go ahead and publish those comments. But a lot of times it's just, you know, hey, great channel, check out my channel, and then it's got links, and yeah, I don't click on those people. So if you are one of those kind of scammers or spammers or people who try to share links with me, I won't click on an unsubstantiated link. I just won't do it. So don't bother, because they just go straight in the trash and you get banned from commenting on my YouTube channel anymore. So that's what that button's for, kick you to the curb. So don't bother. If you have something constructive or something positive to say, I will be happy to read it. And, you know, if we want to have a little discussion, that's great too. I just don't put up with spam, and I don't put up with mean or hurtful comments to myself or to anybody else who, you know, if it's a comment underneath somebody else's comment and it seems to be hurtful, it's going. I don't have time for that. I'm surrounding myself with positivity, and if it's not a positive thing, it goes. So you guys just be aware of that, and if you think that your comment disappeared, it might be just because I didn't think it was either positive or appropriate for being on my channel, and that's my prerogative. So you guys have a great day. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.